I wanted to talk about the concept that I think is ever present in the mind of everyone when it comes to literally everything, but obviously I'm speaking about spirituality in specific. And that is, people want to know if they are on the right track, whether they are learning doctrine, that they are trying to find the truth, and finding out after decades that they are on the wrong track, and then they have to switch gears. I spoke a little bit about gender identity in my last video, and that's another example of people not knowing if they are on the right track. And of course, they make an assumption or make an assessment based on information they can gather, meaning they're listening to people that teach that sort of thing, and then they figure that's the right path to take. In spirituality, what typically happens is, since people aren't able to access their internal compass, if you will, they look at groups of people in a religion, and they'll say, well, there's billions of people that belong to this religion or this faith, therefore I will place my judgment in reserve, since I don't know what the truth is and my compass is broken, seemingly. I'm going to acquiesce to the large group and hope that they understand what the truth is, and I will follow that group. And then years go by and they come to realize that maybe that's not the right path to take. And so the confusion is ever present in everyone. By the way, this, I think, is an important video. I think the concept is quite possibly earth-shaking enough that it may be one of the most important videos I've ever made. Maybe. Who knows? By the way, side commercial. If I look tired, it's because this is May 1st of 2024. And where I live, the pollen and all that kind of stuff. And so my eyes are all messed up, and I gotta go buy some eye drops today because of my allergies. So my eyes are kind of looking like I never got any sleep last night when I'm actually fine. I just, anyways, commercial over. So I want to put this part in. This is what prompted me to make this video today. And that is, myself, even though I'm enlightened, even though I'm God enlightened, even though it took me 35, 40 years to get to this point of not lackadaisical and not passively searching for the truth, but aggressively searching for the truth and studying, and it was like, it is a driving force in my life since I didn't even know, 4 or 5 years old. I mean, this has been going on forever that I'm aware of in my lifetime. searching for the spiritual truth of reality. And 40 years later, I have become enlightened like Buddha and all of these things. And the reason I'm doing this is because my nose is the allergies. Anyways. But still, I question my internal, not even internal, but my spiritual compass as to, am I on the right path? I know that I'm enlightened. I know who God is. I know who Jesus was. I know who Buddha was. I know the teachings as they knew it. And still I question not that, but am I doing the right thing in my daily life in regards to making spiritual videos? Am I reaching out to people properly? Am I teaching the right subject matter? Is it something that's pertinent in the world today? These are my questions. And I've been questioning that for the better part of a few months now. And my compass is God, Brahma, the God that Jesus prayed to. And in addition to that, Christ. I importune Christ through prayer, meditation. Am I doing the right thing? And so the reason I'm making this video today instead of a week from now is because I had that question yesterday very deeply. And here's how it came about. I want to show you. I have to look. I have to look at my cell phone because my monitor is my cell phone. Anyways, let's see. There you go. Okay, so you see these little stones. They're gems. I have hundreds of stones like this. Big ones, little ones. These are, dare I guess, tourmalines, I think. Anyways, I purchased those for the artwork that I do. When I say purchase them, 5-6 years ago, eBay started marketing gems like that. And gem creators that supply the major suppliers throughout the world, they sell their gems for super inexpensive as compared to a jewelry store, because I mean the jewelry store's got to make a profit. And several years ago they decided, well, we can make more money if we sell our product on eBay than if we sell our product directly to the suppliers that give them to you or sell them to jewelry stores that make, or jewelry manufacturers that make rings and all that kind of stuff. Well, they're not inexpensive anymore on eBay, and the quality has dropped dramatically. But to open their market, that's where they went. And I saw that, and I swooped in over the course of probably 3 years and picked up a whole lot for very little money. Good quality stones, by the way. But what I do with them is I take these little, sometimes not little, sometimes big, and every piece of artwork I create, wood end tables, coffee tables, dressers, chessboards, it doesn't matter what I make. figurines, even steel welded products that are artwork. Every single one has a gemstone embedded in such a way that it isn't apparent. You have to look for it. As I think about it as I'm talking right now, I wonder if that's because of spirituality. It's like trying to find the truth. It's just this, it's right there. You can see it if you look for it. That's interesting. I just, like maybe that's why I do that stuff. I don't know. Kind of interesting. But anyways, so I was working yesterday in my shop, and my shop is my 3-car garage, but I have epoxy floors and it's nice and clean in there and everything. But I was taking one of these litty bitty little stones, and I had it on my tweezers, and I was getting ready to insert it. I had the epoxy already mixed up, and it's a 5-minute epoxy. And I had it all mixed up, and I already had it on the end table that I was putting it on. And I took it, and it fell out of the tweezer, and it bounced, and it's like, oh my God, where did it go? And I know I've only got 5 minutes, and this epoxy is going to be too hard to embed the stones. So I look real quick. I look on my countertop that I'm working. I look on the floor. I look everywhere. And I spent 60 seconds looking as much as I could. And it's like, okay, I don't got any more time. So I run inside my home. I run to the drawer where I keep the stones. I grab this right here, and I opened it up, and I took another stone out, and I ran back to the garage, and I put it on my little tweezers, got it in there, and yay, it's starting to set up now. And I kind of put it down in there and just kind of got it just right. And I go, oh man, that was good. Okay. So then I get that all set up, and it's like, okay, now I'm going to take a lunch break, an hour or so, until the epoxy's fully hardened before I start applying lacquer over the product that I'm building. By the way, I will take a good video of it when it's all done and show you people. You know what? I should quit saying you people. I'm going to say my friends. I'm going to show you my friends what I do. I'm sorry for this story dragging out. That's the way I do things. But anyways, so when I got done, right before I take my hour lunch break, I thought, well, I'm going to give it my best shot to look for this little stone that I had lost. And so I spent at least 5 minutes looking on my counter. Nope, it's nowhere on the counter. And I knew it probably fell to the floor because I heard it when it fell. So I looked underneath my bench, and I got on my hands and knees, and I looked on my floor, and I had swept the floor, so the floor was clean, okay? And so I'm looking all over, and 5 minutes, maybe closer to 10 minutes, I'm looking, and finally I stand up. And by the way, this is normal for me. I've done this many times in my lifetime. You probably have never done it even once in your life with the results that I get. But that's fine. You will eventually if you keep on the right track. So I go ahead and I say a little prayer. I say, I'm just going to mimic exactly what I said, okay? I'm in my shop, and I go, okay, close my eyes, and I go, dear Father in heaven, you've helped me find stuff that was lost by using this methodology of asking you, because you're God, you know where everything is, you are everything. And so I can't find it. I've struggled, and to be honest with you, I don't even care about it. If it gets blown out into the street, I don't even care. I've got plenty of stones. It's not like it's a big deal. I don't care. But what I do care about is that I can't find it. And I'm going to use this as an exercise to find out if I'm on the right path. So I'm asking you, God, if I'm on the right path, help me to find this stone. And if I find it, I know that I'm on the right path. And I know that the videos I'm making for my friends are having a positive impact on them. And so I want to know if I'm making the proper content. And if I'm not, then I will search and I'll try to figure out what else to do. And that's the way it works with you and God. This is the methodology. I'm telling you exactly how it works. So I go, okay, God, I'm going to need your help, because if I find it, I know that I'm on the right path. And if I don't find it, then I'll have to figure it out where I'm going wrong. So I get down on my hands and knees and I look. No, I'm not kidding you. This is the truth. This is the God's honest truth. So I'm on my hands and knees and I'm looking and looking and looking, but I don't really give a damn, because like I've already looked on the floor for 10 minutes and I couldn't find it. The reason I jerked is my phone was falling down, because it's actually my monitor, you see here. Pretty cool stuff. Anyways, so I'm on my hands and knees and I don't even care, because this isn't me looking for it, it's God basically. And if I don't find it, I don't find it. And so I look for 60 seconds. And I say in my mind, maybe even I said it out loud, and I go, damn, it's not working this time. Because usually when I ask God, miracles happen all the time. And I couldn't find it. So it's like I go, okay, God, I guess I'm on the wrong path. So, okay, well, it would have been nice to find it, to know I'm on the right path, but I guess I'm on the wrong path. So I start to get up, and you know how you have to use, well, when I say you know how you have to use, no, a kid doesn't, but as you get older, you have to use your hands to, lift yourself up. I kid you not. I go to put my hand on the floor to get up, and I go, ow, because my finger, and you know how the bone in the finger right there, I pushed down hard, and the damned little stone is stuck to my finger. Now my eyes are, this spiritual stuff destroys me. Anyways, so I don't know how you can get any clearer when that kind of stuff happens. For me, it happens all the time. So I want you to know. I want you to know. I know what the truth is. I know it takes faith on your part to believe me, because there are so many liars, so many charlatans, so many people with super good intentions, super good heart, super intelligent, good spirited people, but they don't know what the truth is. And they feel a desire to help other people. So what do? They study the Vedas, or they study the scriptures, or the Holy Bible, and they use their brain to the fullest extent to figure out what the truth is based upon the writings. And as I've told you, the writings are corrupt, all of them. And what happens is you have liars, you have charlatans, you have people that just want to use the power of spirituality to utilize it to gain sex partners or to have power and authority over other people, or they're just got a good heart and they're actually trying to help you, and they really are doing the best they can, but they don't know what the truth is. How many Buddhas were on the earth at the time Siddhartha Gautama was on the earth? Well, probably him only. How many Jesuses were that enlightened on the earth at that time? Well, maybe just one. Right now, today, we are living in the Kali Yuga. It is a dark period where, you know what? The truth exists because I know what the truth is. But it's like that little stone right here. It's like these little stones. They're beautiful. And they're in plain sight. But you're so distracted by the other things. And the other things are beautiful, by the way. And they're large. And the truth is ever so small. But it's always there. When I'm dead and gone, there'll be plenty of others that know the truth. And there may be plenty of others right now today that know the truth. But they're so obscure that nobody knows them. Just like that little stone. But I'm telling you, and I've said this before, I am not a kind of person that isn't all in. In other words, I will tell you, as God is my witness, as anything, I am telling you that I stake my eternal soul. It's like in Satanism, they say, well, you sold your soul to the devil for power and authority and money. I'm telling you the same type thing. I stake my eternal essence, my eternal well-being on the fact that I'm telling you the truth, that I know who God is. I know the God that Jesus prayed to. I know the enlightenment that Buddha taught. It is like they speak about how do you know what the truth is. And in ancient Hinduism, they speak of the third eye. They like to say it's right here, whatever. It's a spiritual thing. That's what I utilize to see the truth. And on your part, you want to know what the truth is. And so you tune in and listen to me, and you read sources that are Vedas or any source you can find, trying to find the truth. Because whether you know it or not, and most people do not, that thing inside them that is making the questions like, who am I? Where am I going? Why am I here? Who is asking the questions? Am I on the right path? What is the truth in this reality? That thing that is making those questions is what is reflective of your essence, trying to find the truth in a reality, and the truth in this particular reality is like the needle in a haystack. It's supposed to be that way. God is not a God of mistakes. This reality that we are experiencing through this physical human avatar is supposed to be the most difficult phase that you will ever go through from the time you awoke to the light of God in Brahman until this kalpa of time is over. So I guess the point of this video is I understand your frustration. I would like to say this, but it's so passé, but I'm going to say it anyways. You cannot imagine how difficult it was for me to be on a spiritual path in a Christian church for 35 to 40 years and essentially divorce myself from that because I figured it is no longer reflective of the truth. When I came to the realization, as I'm reading the Christian Holy Bible, as I'm going through it, and I realize that the God of the Old Testament that they pray to and that they talk about is actually Shiva, is actually Satan, Lucifer. That is the God of the Old Testament. And then when I came to the realization, reading and studying about enlightenment and the Vedas and Buddhism and all of that stuff, when I came to the realization after more than a decade that, oh, just like Christianity, it isn't correct. That Adi Shankara, several hundred years ago, misinterpreted the ancient writings and assumed reality was reflective of non-duality. It is a very alone and lonely path to walk the truth. You will have no support in this reality. And the reason you'll have no support is because the truth isn't found, physically speaking. In other words, you're not going to find it in a book. You're not going to find it anywhere because it will be corrupted. Even coming from me, you're hearing the truth in a corrupt fashion because I have to use the English language. It cannot convert what I know into the truth, into your heart and soul. That's why nobody can hand over enlightenment. That's why I cannot cut into a lemon, for instance, and eat it and go, whoa, that is really something, and hand it to you through the camera and you experience the same thing. Because words and pictures cannot convey the truth of a lemon. You have to internally take that lemon into your physical body for the physical body to convert the actual physical lemon into something that your essence, your soul experiences through the body. And then you have to convert that. So even though I know what the truth is, I have to use video. I have to use words to convey something that I can't convey. But I can tell you I know what the truth is. That I can tell you. I have never heard anyone else, ever, in my lifetime, say that. I have heard many imply they know what the truth is because they understand the Vedas, or that they understand the Bible, or that they understand some guru somewhere. But they're lying to themselves when they say they know what the truth is. Because I have listened to them all, and they do not know what the truth is. Now, does that mean they are wrong and evil and all of that? No, it does not. It does not. It would be like me condemning kindergarten, when in fact it's a building block or a foundation for the rest of your education as you continue to develop. So I am not denigrating in any way, shape, or form the other teachers or scripture, even though it's been corrupted by satanic forces or just by the nature of this reality. I'm not denigrating it because it all leads to your essence developing, maybe not in a single lifetime. But you need to know what the truth is. You need to know that. Meaning you need to know if you're on the right path. You need to know if you're listening to the right source. And it is so impossible, seemingly, to know that. Just listen to your heart. Just keep struggling. And don't give up, ever. Never, never, ever, ever give up. Never. All right. I appreciate the responses I get. I appreciate your friendship. I love you all. I appreciate my time here in this reality. I am so grateful for the blessings that have been given to me. I can only imagine how difficult it is for people in this life at this time struggling not only to know what the truth is spiritually speaking, but not able to financially survive in this horrible, hateful reality where the Marxist communist movement has pretty much succeeded in every civilized country. And we are currently going through a phase of destruction where people in their 20s or 30s are struggling to financially survive. And so confused because all the sources of information are corrupt. So it's very difficult for you. I get it. I love you. I'm telling you the truth. I stake my eternal soul on what I'm telling you is the truth. Again, I love you, and I hope you have a good week, and I will talk to you guys later.